Welcome to the Out There channel. Live stream 373.
Hiding, I'm searching, I'm loving, I'm finding love. I'm hiding, I'm searching, I'm loving, I'm finding love.
Dark side. Let the beat control your body.
It's bassy in the headset. Okay, we got the party music going.
Hiding, I'm searching, I'm loving, I'm finding love.
Yo. Hopefully it sounded alright. I didn't play the echo back. I don't know if anyone's out there watching yet. Good to be back. I'm still on 15 frames per second though, so it kind of looks like a bit fuzzy on the emanations here. That's okay. Good to be back for another episode. Last minute thing. Because I've been moving bedrooms again, and now I've got my new bed and it's all level and I'm not sliding off all the time. It's a different world. I got new covers, everything's new, although it's a wee bit spongy than my other one for driving the mouse over, so hopefully it's not going to be too much problem. So yeah, just another test run I guess. Yeah, better type up the welcome message. Looks like it's going alright. We got two watching. JD and Plex, I guess. Welcome to the OT. Oh shit. Oh, I swore. I forgot to scale the font so I can read it. There we go. OT Chan. Live stream. How's it sounding out there, guys? Did the music sound alright? The music just kicked in before I was just about to speak, actually. Live stream 373. My dream. I want to talk about that. And then all the other shit. Nonsense. And ufology. So we've probably got a bit to look over still. I'll just do a sound check here anyway. Sounds better than normal. So I can hear some wee bit of fan noise when I talk, but yeah, it's not too bad. So you can see there the subs have been going up for BitChute quite a bit. We're finally over 1100. So I'll just keep on going, I guess. It's been really slow since February the 14th for some reason. Maybe everybody's high on chocolates or something. And you can see suddenly, after me complaining to Google that my sub counts were not right, it suddenly jumped up 14 there. So it took a wee while before it became public too, which is kind of strange. So yeah, I got a few tabs here. I don't know if it's any what order it is in, because spare at the moment I haven't organised it all. After moving today, my back was killing me. I took some painkillers and sort of fell asleep on the new bed, and now I feel okay again. So see how we go. So yeah, I want to talk about first up. I'll talk about my dream. Maybe I can draw a picture as we go. So as you know, last February was it, or was it January? I can't remember now. I think it was February 2020. I had that strange alien visitation. Sort of changed my whole world view. Like it validated a few things for me. And since then, other strange stuff has been happening, right? Although I haven't had another alien visitation as far as I know. As you know, they can control what you remember. But the hours I keep, they find it a bit hard to sneak up on me because I rarely ever sleep, right? So I'm sort of get up and first thing on the computer, and it turns off about 4 in the morning. So they got a small narrow window there where it's still darkness, I suppose, before the sun comes up. But the stream had today as well. It's the third time I've had it. And I think it's a message. You know how the Close Encounters... better bring up Close Encounters. Because it's quite a crazy how it sort of relates to Close Encounters, the movie. Close Encounters... third kind. I'm going to tell it just in case you say, oh, Paul said something about that was going to happen. Just in case in the future something happens. Third kind. So I like to always keep track of these things because I think there's more to it. And maybe I've been invited to it, but like this Close Encounters of the Third Kind movie, right? So let's have a look. See what images we got for it. Start off with that first. So you remember the guy couldn't get out of his head this vision of this mountain where apparently was meant to be the location where contact was going to happen. And he wasn't sure where he saw it, but it was a vision in his head, right? And he kept making it out of mashed potato or rocks in the room. Is that the one? There you go. Brings in a load of clay from outside, starts building it, and then sees it on the TV news. And he knew, bang-o, that's what the message was meaning, that he was invited to the area. In fact, it wasn't actually in Arizona, because it's kind of weird. Arizona seems to be a lot of reference in my life due to the haters as well as the likers out there, right? Close Encounter, was it called Devil's thing? What's it called? Devil's Rock? What's that thing called? Here we go. It's an interesting mountain, isn't it? It must be called Devil's Rock because it seemed to come up. Have I got the right name for it? Devil's Tower. Oh, there we go. Is it in Arizona? Was it in the Four Corners by any chance? Devil's Rock. Let's see. Devil's Tower, I mean. I just had to talk about it today, you know. I had to do a live show because I knew I had to talk about it today. And the bed arriving sort of I want to do it first thing in the morning when it's fresh in my mind. Devil's Tower, Wikipedia. Okay, so whereabouts is it? Also known as Bear Lodge Butte. Butty. Okay. Sundance in the Crook Country, Wyoming. United States National Monument. So whereabouts is it? Wyoming. It's not in Arizona. Is that correct? Where is it? Mountain type. Part of the Black Hills. Well, that doesn't tell us much. State. Oh, right. Crook County, Wyoming. So it's not Arizona. So whereabouts is that on the map then? It's way up here. Which is kind of interesting. Let's just plot that on, because I just want to see how things connect. Because you remember Spielberg was given everybody kept saying that this wasn't actually fantasy, but it was actually based on truth, and they must have done their research pretty well, right? Now, of course, the alien contact location may not be this rock, right? But it may be somewhere that else come up in UFO cases, right? So, Devil's Tower, let's put that up on Google Maps. And then I'll tell you my dream. It all sort of is crazy. And just in case it comes true. Devil's Tower. Here we go. Here it is. I've never seen that road in the movie. So we want to go to Arizona. Four Corners. Yeah. Let's see, is that the right one? See? See how it's in the same area? And it sort of looks like desert. That's very interesting, I find. 13 hours drive from Four Corners. Arizona, Las Vegas is in the corner there. And Kentucky down here forms that triangle area where there's a lot of UFO activity, right? Where was that one with the thing that Chase was doing? Where was it now? Kansas, was it? You know, it's all in that same area in America. Anyway, it's quite interesting. But yeah, I'll just tell you what I remember of the dream anyway. It's not much, but it keeps repeating every 3 to 5 months. And there's no guarantee when it's going to pop up in the dreams. And it's not really when I'm having a deep sleep either. It's normally when I'm just coming out of deep sleep and drifting back in and out of it. So it's sort of like I'm standing there, actually in the location, like an out-of-body experience. But I know I'm in bed, but I'm drifting between these two states of consciousness, I suppose. I'm not sure if anyone else can fathom what I mean now, or have had the same experience, but it's like you're aware that you're actually in two locations at once, which is like remote viewing, I guess. But anyway, it starts off that I start looking at a map, right? So I'll just draw a squiggly thing. So first of all, I'm looking at some sort of map here, like this over here. And then, for some reason, it tells me it's Arizona. The map of Arizona, which is kind of strange, because when I first started my channel, my very first patron, or the person donating, was from Arizona. He's probably going to listen to this, but he would never come on social media. He didn't trust the government, didn't trust social media and spy and NSA and all that sort of stuff, and he was ex-vet, right? And he said he wanted to send me money to help me kick off my channel. And so he did. He sent me some money, like $100 bill, in the post. So I took the chance that he was okay, so I gave him an address, right? And he said send it to New Mexico. And later I find out he just goes there, but he actually lives in Arizona. And I didn't think much of it, so Arizona. So I see this map, right? And then what comes into view is this. I'm standing in this location, like a mountain range. I'm just trying to see if I can remember any aspects of it, but of course it's faded now. I wanted to draw it while it's fresh in my mind, but I'm on a sort of like a ridge standing here, and there's another person here, but at the moment I don't know about the person standing there. And I see a ridge line going across there, and we're sort of looking down into a rocky area, typical of looks like a desert, you know. It looks like what we just saw there on some of the images. Let's see, let's bring up Arizona. When I go out, you can see they've got the same rocks, very similar to that tower, right? 14 best things in Arizona. This just looks like something you see from a country in Western. Looks like the same type of rocks, right? It's the right color rocks in the dream. But yeah, the location I'm in is in a remote location. So whereabouts I don't know in Arizona. I just know it's there somewhere. I don't think it's there. I don't remember seeing these whirly lines. So where was the 14 best places? Where is it? And I went to images. Go back to all. So you can see it's got the Grand Canyon there. Sedona. I keep putting the I in for some reason. It's got that Monument Valley there, Tribal Park. And we got this one here, Phoenix. Terrain's all sort of different, really, isn't it? Be funny if I find the location just by pure chance. Yeah. I don't remember seeing any of these in it. It's more closer to this location here. Whereabouts is that? Yeah, let's have a look. In Arizona history. It looks like the Grand Canyon there. But it's funny, it's the amount of people that are actually in Arizona. My last co-host was from Arizona, and I think he still lives there, right? John. And GUFON lives there, and he's going to move away from it. But I think that might be a mistake, if my dream is true, what it's trying to tell me. And you got UFO proof, the other rotten scoundrel, two-time felon guy that gets away with it with stolen property. Who else lives in Arizona that we know about? But it's just funny, a lot of people I know are in Arizona. Probably Rojas lives there, does he? And what's his name? Nick Pope. Does he live there as well? Anyway. Yeah, okay, we can't really find the image I'm looking for. I'll just come back to that. So, we're looking at that sort of sandy thing here. I know about all I can get from it, I'm trying to find a GPS coordinate, right? So it's driving me crazy, this dream. I'm trying to find whereabouts on the map it is. And go straight there and say, you know, it's like a ha-hum moment, like it's like a something you see in a dream matches what you find on a map location and street view or whatever. So this time I finally see this person that's standing here next to me in third time dreaming it. And he's like a round face, either a cop or a military man. Let's see. So it's got a sort of like a you know, typical I don't know what you call them, Western hat on, like you see for the sheriffs wearing it. And he's got fairly round face on him. Fairly round type face on him. That's all I can remember. Just the eyes and nose, right? Nothing really stands out who this guy is. Kind of looks a bit like that. I know, I'm shit drawing with the mouse. And he's wearing this, what do you call it? Like a muddy, green clothing. Almost like army colours, or what I'm pretty sure I've seen cops wear in America. I'm not sure if Arizona wears that kind of colour shirts, and I'm not sure if I saw a badge on him or not in the dream. But like I said, it was all sort of like blurry, some stuff coming into focus. So maybe next time I have the dream, maybe something else will come forward from this crazy dream. So the question is, what kind of clothing do police wear in Arizona? Police, Arizona, do they have that sort of muddy type, what do you call it, brown colour? Police, Arizona. Okay, let's just type that in. Need some images. That colour. So this colour, hat, that sort of fits it. Is that a cop? It is a cop, isn't it? But is it like a police officer? Damn it, what happened there? That one there. That kind of colour clothing, right? Could be military, could be police, right? You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure that's the type of hat he had on. Does that look like a police sheriff that wears that sort of costume, or what? I don't know anyone that lives there. It's definitely got the right colour clothing, although his looks a bit more closer to it. I know it's sort of crazy talking about dreams, but maybe there's some significance in it. But the feeling I get in that location, either something happened in the past that's yet to be discovered, or something in the future is going to happen in that location to do with UFOs and aliens. Now, if you can find that location in Arizona, remote location, it's not going to be easy to get to, easy access. Now, how many UFO sightings have happened in Arizona? Quite a few, isn't there? Isn't Travis Walton, Arizona? Although I don't believe their story. So what does the sheriff look like? So it's got me thinking now about more things here that I need to look into. Sheriff. Just like that. Sheriff. It's got the right colour hat, everything in the dream. So you can see this one's nothing to do with it. He's got white. Yep, it's all that colour. Sheriff. But is that sheriffs that wear that colour? Let's say sheriff on that one. And it's definitely got to be on the right track anyway. Got a feeling it's a sheriff, not a military man, for some reason. But yeah, whether it's going to be like a location where there's going to be contact, that's what I feel. I feel like it's like close encounters. That is a major event that's going to happen, and need to figure out what that location is. And maybe people that get visited all have this dream in their head of that location. I don't know. It might be just like close encounters. But that's all I can say about it, really, at this stage. But I thought it'd be worth mentioning it. I know not too many people interested in that. Is anybody out there? But anyway, who knows? They might listen to it after. Maybe someone will come forward and say they had the same dream. Because we do have synchronicity in ufology. It's people that have had out of body and then have paranormal experiences and also have seen UFOs or whatever, and then they sort of have a connection. This world's a lot stranger than we can imagine. Anyway, on to the next topic anyway. So we got the jetpack guy there. So first up is Black Vault's put out a new thing here saying UFO debris, here we go again, part 2, and he sort of sums up here that it's 100% fake news. So we'll just play a wee bit of this here and just have a listen to what he's got to say.
Hey everybody, John Greenwald here, founder and creator of theblackvault.com, throwing out a quick blast for you on a part number 2 to a video I just did days ago. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because I feel the story now can be ultimately put to rest, put to bed, throw it out. The claims are unsubstantiated, all because there's actual evidence to support doing so. Now, just to kind of give you an idea of what I am talking about, I did do a part 1 video to this, not expecting to do a number 2 about the Pentagon.
Yeah, we sort of already covered the part 1. But it starts off with this article page, right? Everybody's probably seen this put up now. Pentagon admits it has UFO debris, right? But did actually Pentagon admit to it? No, it turns out to be. Because he goes and writes to these guys and then gets opinions from everybody out there and then formulates a final conclusion, right? Now you got the fraud channels out there saying this guy's a shill, which is absolutely nonsense. So yeah, if anyone's a shill, I think it's the big channels out there. They're the disinformation agents. At least this guy is trying to bring us the truth, right? And he's got various bits and pieces of interest in memos and things over the years through his FOIA requests. So he's a big man on this, and he knows how the requests are read, whether they sound legit or cut and paste, as he normally says. Like the office administration cuts and paste and sends it out, sort of thing.
Truly intended to be a UFO research program. So without getting all into that again, watch that video because there's a lot of important information in there that I put out to you. And I felt that at the time it put this story to rest with evidence. Since then, I felt the need to keep pushing because I would love to be wrong about this, and I would love to have these documents be about UFO debris. I do believe the government likely has UFO debris. I've posted a video on this channel that talks about documented UFO debris, alien or not. It's a different story altogether and a different question, but UFO debris nonetheless. And documents don't hide from that. These documents didn't deal with any UFO or UAP related matter. But here's the update. Here's why I wanted to do the part 2 for you, is that I did reach out to the Pentagon. And before you go, oh, geez, the Pentagon, sit tight. Bear with me here. The Pentagon told me the following about those documents, because I did reach out to them and wanted comment on the Freedom of Information Act documents. So you know, I didn't just go to the Pentagon. I went to the root agency of where they came from, the Defense Intelligence Agency, also seeking comment. The Pentagon was tasked to give me the comment. Here's what it says. The testing referred to in the documents released by the Defense Intelligence Agency under the Freedom of Information Act was of known materials, conducted for study purposes pursuant to the Advanced Aerospace Threat and Identification Program's mission of establishing a center of expertise for advanced aerospace technologies. Any claims that the tests of debris are inaccurate and misleading. They've denied that there's anything about UFOs or UAPs in these documents. Now, for some, that's enough. For others who are doubting the Pentagon, okay, let's put them away. Let's put the Pentagon in the trash. Let's throw that whole rebuttal. I reached out to Dr. Hal Puthoff. Now, if you don't know who Dr. Hal Puthoff is, he's the co-founder of To the Stars Academy of Arts and Science with Tom DeLonge. He obviously is an advocate for
pseudoscientist, I call him.
UFO and UAP information to be out there. He believes that through their Atom Project and through TTSA, or To the Stars Academy, that they have pieces of UFO debris, possibly, and more information is coming. But when it comes to what he did for OSAP, through BASS, that's Bigelow Aerospace's subsidiary, under contract for the Defense Intelligence Agency, Dr. Hal Puthoff was the man responsible, and he wanted me to make sure I say, and his team, for farming out the 38 contracts to create the 38 DIRD reports. Okay, so that's confirmed. So those reports were created by this man here. I reached out to him just to make sure that I was not putting out false information from the Pentagon and solely relying on that, because obviously people throw a lot of heat when you bring up a Pentagon, and the Pentagon agree. Now, these are two polar opposites, not evaluation of UAP debris in hand for advanced aerospace application, not evaluation of UAP debris in hand. To my surprise, Dr. Puthoff and the Pentagon agree. Now, these are two polar opposite figures. One is advocating for UFO and...
Okay, I'm just skimming through it there. Okay, I think the final one is a more interesting one here.
Owns Bigelow Aerospace. He was the guy that was awarded the OSAP contract and got, as reported
Bigelow's
anyway,
comment.
$22 million to do the OSAP study. And as I mentioned in the last video, I go through what OSAP was all about, at least on paper. Now, he does, or at least I think he does, contend that they were looking at UFOs and it was a UFO research program, despite what the documents say. So he has every reason to essentially play into this theory or accusation, or whatever you want to call it, that these documents had something to do with UFOs or UAPs. Keep in mind, Robert Bigelow went on 60 Minutes and was not afraid to say that he felt aliens are potentially walking among us. So for him to say this to George Knapp, this, I believe, is the nail in the coffin. George Knapp from MysteryWire.com, obviously a very well-known name who needs no introduction, investigative journalist, asked Robert Bigelow the following. The New York Times reported that you modified your facility here in order to house some material from somewhere else. Did you ever have it? Robert Bigelow: we never had any. And Robert Bigelow says and admits they never got pieces of UFO or UAP debris. Now, that's the third strike on this story, and in my opinion, it's out. If you can, believe the Pentagon, great. If you don't, throw it in the trash, because you have Robert Bigelow and Dr. Hal Puthoff giving you the evidence that you need to show that this whole claim about UFO debris is bunk. Now, why do I care? Like, do I care that this is getting a lot of attention? Plain and simple, absolutely. And so should you. And here's why. We live in a very interesting time right now where congressional interest is actually there into the UFO and UAP phenomena. If you haven't heard, there's a UAP report coming, hopefully in about mid of 2021. Now, it's a different video entirely on what I think is going to be in that report. But my whole point with this is that congressional and Senate interest is there. We need to be incredibly careful, those who advocate for UFO transparency, to not highlight stories like this, to not highlight these exaggerated.
And that's why I'm showing this, because John's did right here. We don't need a dream team that's making more fake news when we've got some serious stuff happening, and finally in ufology, right? So I'll just post the link in the chat there if you want to go and listen to the rest of them. John on Debris, Part 2. So, yeah, what we don't need is bunk, which is what I'm covering today, right? What's interesting also is he put out this here. I'll play a wee bit of it about the jetpack guy. And I'll just move it on a bit.
Incident involving jetpack on August 31st, 2020 at approximately 0135 Coordinated Universal Time. The agencies involved in this incident is the Federal Aviation Administration. The position of operation being copied is the Downey radar position.
Why does all these sound like they're talking through the nasals? It's really hard to understand some of the audio on here.
This portion of the copy concerns communications at the Downey radar position during the period of time 0135 Coordinated Universal Time to 0136 Coordinated Universal Time on August 31st, 2020.
And they always need subtitles for all of it, really.
This is Stadium. Yeah, more product. Point out just north of Lady J, CHP 51. They want to do left-hand turns, orbits at 65.
See, I find this tower control guy really hard to understand. And then you hear the pilots, and they're super clear. You can understand every word they're saying. But this guy here, I don't know, he's like talking into a trash can almost, or a funny accent, I don't know. For me, as a Kiwi, it's really hard to understand what he's saying.
I think so.
And there's a huge gap here, which could be edited out, right? It's kind of crazy.
JetBlue 23, resume normal speed, report airport inside.
What the hell is he saying?
Speed and JetBlue 23, we'll call it when we see it.
What the hell did he say?
55 at 10,000 setting via the Armor 2.
I have no clue what they said there. It's like listening to some Texas gecko talk. I don't know.
Thank you.
Yeah, Tower, American 1997. We just passed a guy in a jetpack.
That's super clear. I can understand the pilot. Thank God someone can talk properly.
American 1997, okay, thank you. Were they up to your left?
1997. Come on, guy, get some energizers and boost your volume up a bit or something.
Side or right side?
Off the left side, maybe 300 yards or so, about our altitude.
Okay, American 1997, contact tower 120.905. Thanks today.
120.905, we'll see you, American 1997.
Southwest 6046 contact tower 133.9er.
Level 6046. And Skywester 962, and we just saw the guy passing by us on the jetpack.
JetBlue 23, use caution. Person in the jetpack reported 300 yards south of the LA final at about 3,000 feet, 10-mile final.
JetBlue 23, we heard him. We're definitely looking. Only in LA. Or Louisiana.
So it goes on 15 minutes like this. Whew. So,
JetBlue 23, fuel in sight.
JetBlue 23, thank you. Cleared visual approach 25 left.
so if I was a pilot listening to that guy, I'd say, what the hell did you just say, mate? Oh, dear. That's scary trying to understand that. But anyway, I guess it goes on a bit. But you can see here they're talking about the jetpack guy. Needs a bit of work done on the graphics, really. At least they could do some visuals of the graphic here. Just maybe show what they may be seeing or something. The jetpack guy. So this is Tower Voice Warrior. Freedom of information. If you want to go and listen to all that, go ahead. But yeah, I don't know how they understand that control tower guy. I really don't. So let's close that one. So what else we got here? I know we had lots to go over. Moon anomalies, and then that one, which I have to refresh my mind on. And that one, another one that's in the past, Area 51. So maybe we can do the tweets here and just work our way back. Fuel cell, yep. Alright, so let's start off with third face and thing. So this is how ridiculous that they are, right? So tell me if it's not just me that sees that as an Imperial Star Cruiser from Star Wars. Some sort of model that someone's strung up by fishing line. Again, this proves that Third Phase is still pushing out CGI, right? Could be CGI, it could be just a model on fishing wire. CGI is very hard to tell, as you know, and it's getting better and better. So let's just go to their channel, see if we can find the video, and just go from there. So where does the crap, new crap start and the old crap end? So I'm not too sure whereabouts that one was, but GUFON was playing it, wasn't he? Is it in the recent ones here? Or was he just playing a really, really old episode? Very good question. So let's just skim and let's have a look.
That the United
Let's skim through this shit. I think we've looked at that one before, have we? More car parts. Yeah. What's that one looking like? Thermostat, is it? Oh no, that was the hole in the clouds we've worked out, wasn't it? And they just made it look darker than it really is. That's right, so I remember that one. So it wasn't on that video. Let's go to this one. Just mute it. So who the hell's that? That's not that guy that does Mars Rocks, is it? Before. The famous Billy Meyer models, right? two plates, like bowls upside down, or was it plates? I can't remember now. Basically, his wife outed him as well on this. Ex-wife. What's he talking about? Alright, okay, it's talking about this one here. So we'll have to try and find the Imperial cruiser. Let's just go back to this one here.
Unbelievable. You can see
it's unbelievable. What's that song?
The airplane, the seats, you know, just a typical airplane flight. And you can see out the windows. So he's got some pictures.
So you can see out of a plane's windows. Miracle.
Of the general area where he's sitting and everything. Then you see one photo where he's looking out the window,
a whole
and you
collection
see an
of
object, and he takes a picture of it. And this is what we're talking about today. It's, to me, it looks like, in my opinion, I think it looks like a humanoid.
Hang on, that's an out clause, isn't it? As in my opinion, because I'm no expert.
Type figure.
So this is a humanoid type creature, guys, from GUFON's experience opinion.
Kind of like what we've seen the last couple of months. Not seen, but people are talking about seeing this jetpack type of object flying at 6,000, 3,000 feet around LAX. This almost reminds me of what that object.
So straight away, it reminds me of a bunch of party balloons. And for 17 years experts, we do a super zoom in that. Come on, guys, you can tell that's a bunch of balloons, surely. Someone probably waiting at LAX released it, and from excitement, without paying attention, knock they go. That one there looks like a heart-shaped balloon, and that looks like regular balloons with some, you know how they have long strings with something at the bottom to try and decorate them. How that looks like a jetpack guy, I don't know. In fact, it looks like several heart-shaped balloons there. So we'll just do some analysis, quick analysis on it. It's absolutely ridiculous, isn't it? Let's see if we can enhance it. Pretty crappy photo, but it's from the 70s or something. So save that one. So it's not even the original photo, it's been obviously photographed, not scanned, which makes it less useful, but it might be enough information in it. What's happening here? Okay. Go. My mouse is playing up. Might be this new cover I got. It's got some strange stripy patterns on it. Okay. Resize, what am I doing? Get your brain going, Paul. Okay, it looks like they're drifting in the current going that direction, doesn't it? You can see it's out of focus for starters. It looks like there might be a different colour balloon in the middle there. Yeah, it's definitely this new cover's playing havoc with the mouse. Okay, let's sharpen it. Okay. Doesn't do much, does it? Yeah, we're starting to see the pixel levels there. Does it look like a jetpack guy? So to me that looks like, let's see, draw a balloon, draw around it. That looks almost like it's like a heart-shaped balloon here. Oh, got no control over the speed of that one. So that looks like a balloon with a thing coming off it with something at the bottom. That one there. Could be another heart-shaped balloon. I just can't keep a steady hand on this. And it looks like it's got something coming down as well, and something tied at the bottom here. So either two regular balloons, or again one large heart-shaped balloon. Alright. And looks like we can't see the line on it. But obviously there's something down here similar to what's there. So is that connected to that one there? And is that one here connected to that one there? It's possible. And that kind of looks like a character of some kind, doesn't it? But I think it's just another balloon there, right? Or a couple balloons. Another one here. Seeing part of. And because this all seems to be taken from a black and white photograph, I don't think we can do much with the color curves on it. They're not activated. Okay, here we go. How's the audio sound anyway? CPU's pretty good, it looks like. Can't hear any clicking. Hopefully it's fixed now, that clicking. So let's see, color swap. We can see there's variation in greys there as blacks as well. So it reckons all that there is the same object, or the same color at least. You can see here it definitely looks like a balloon connected to almost like a heart-shaped balloon. Okay, that one looks like it's a heart-shaped balloon, but also it's got something else behind it maybe. And it's also in the same direction like the wind, right? So there must be something coming up to that one. I think it must be another balloon behind that one. And that's part of the long trail. That was probably coming down to here. And there's another balloon behind, it's coming down to that one. And this mess up here looks like it's coming down to that one. And it looks like another balloon behind, right? So how does that even look like a jetpack, you know? Just zoom in, enhance. I suppose you could do pareidolia. Look, and now we've played around with the colours. It looks like a boy's head here, wearing a jumpsuit, and it's his legs coming down here. You can talk utter crap like these guys do, right? Here we go. It looks like a kangaroo head there. Let's zoom into that one. See the kangaroo? I can see the kangaroo. There's the nose. It kind of looks like Pixie, actually. The dog that we had here. With the two floppy big ears here up here. Yeah, it looks like a kangaroo, mate. The Jetpack Man is from Australia. Solved. Yeah. You can see the strings now, can't you? You can definitely see the string on that one. Anyway. Looks better when you colorize it. Not a Jetpack Man. So let's go back and listen to these dopes anyway. What is it saying? Connected to the chat. Did I lose control there? Hello. What's going on? What did chat disconnect?
Object would look like if you were in an airplane and saw somebody flying around. I can't explain it. I don't know what we're looking at, but it is really weird. I have no other explanation for it. There's a round thing at the bottom. It looks like there's some sort of point coming out of it. I don't know if that little pointed...
And this guy's a balloon expert, right? It's a joke, really, isn't it?
Thing is how the object lands. Maybe it lands straight down, you know, instead of flat. Maybe it lands on this point, or
either they're just pure bullshitters, liars, or they're really stupid. Can someone explain what this guy is all about? Because it doesn't make any sense to me.
Or maybe it just lands and it's a ball, and that the point goes up into the ball, and then the thing rolls around the ground like BB-8. I don't know. It is really bizarre. It's from the 50s. It's legit, and it is definitely outside the
it's from the 50s. I thought it might have been the 70s. But anyway.
Window of the airplane. Unbelievable. And it's real. The guy, Michael, proves it. He shows us a bunch of other photos that were taken from that camera. Of
course, Mylar balloons were invented in the 1950s from it. Party balloons. Because they're saying that maybe Mylar was used in the earlier than that. The military had access to it. Mylar first invented 1950s, is it? Of course, they look more latex ones than Mylar ones, though. 1950s, there you go. So my memory's not that bad. Haven't got old timers yet. Old Simmers disease. It says 1950s, but it doesn't give us a year. Exactly, 1954 maybe. Let's go 1954. When were those photographs taken? First Mylar party balloon. Have to be soon after, I'd say. Okay, does it tell us? Beginning in late 1970s? I don't believe so. I think that's just chopping off balloon, maybe. I don't know, something strange there. When was the first rubber balloon? That's got to be really early. What happened there? Michael Faraday. I don't want that then. 4 balloons. Now, when did they use 4 balloons? Anyway, I think there might be latex ones anyway. When was latex made? That's got to be birthday, first party balloons. Let's see, 1954. Oh. Don't think it's telling us the right information here. And it's not coming up with the answer that we're looking for. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes you can find the information you're after straight away. First party balloon. (1824). So they've been around for a while. Professor Michael Faraday. Okay. Experiment with hydrogen. Okay. But they're rubber balloons. First rubber balloon. Doesn't really tell us much the history. Here we go. Let's have a look. The first latex balloon was born way back in 1824. So why was he using rubber balloons in 84 then? Because it says rubber there, and then it's saying latex here, so I just wonder if the information's wrong. Rubber sounds like the proper time for that year. Okay. Okay, we're off. Okay. Rubber balloons manufactured 1907. Four balloons shaped better than rubber. When were they made then? Early 1940s. Twisting balloons to make animals. First sausage balloons, 1920. But was it made off there? Doesn't tell us. Another balloon used introduction of four balloons in the 1970s, so that's way past the date. Rubber and four balloons aren't the only kinds used. Paper lanterns. History of balloons. We're going to be balloon experts eventually, you know. We'll be up to GUFON standard. Oh, that's just a joke, by the way. That's a bit of suck. And we are already behind this level because we're actually doing online research real time. Still didn't tell us about the Mylar from what I saw there. Useless. There's another one. Yeah, I don't want to spend too much time on balloons. So that was in UK, was it? Faraday, yeah. British scientist. Rubber, rubber, rubber. Hydrogen. Still not saying year that things were used, like latex, mylar, foil. The four balloons 1970, same information as before. I'm sure these people just copy off each other and just cut and paste. 912 that we saw the sausage balloon before, didn't we? Cut and paste job. It is a dog. Looks like Max, my sister's dog. Except for he's got two black patch eyes. Still not going to tell us, is it? I wanted the timeline. 1940s, I wanted to know if there was a Milo around. 1950s, I mean, not 40s. I think there was. First party balloon Milo. Can we narrow it down this way? Because then you can make more shapes, you see. Although I can't see why you couldn't do heart-shaped balloons with rubber. How would they do it though? I suppose it's sort of molded, right? There's got to be a balloon expert out there. It's probably spent his university career researching it. And it's not GUFON because we know he hasn't got any qualifications. Anyway, nothing's popping up. Let's see. First, heart shape balloon. Wonder if anyone knows that. There we go. That's what it's seen in the image. That one there. Possibly that one there too. It's more flat, you see. Heart-shaped balloons. No. It's not giving us the answer we want. Anyway, moving on. So what garbage are they talking about here?
Of film, and he shows the authenticity of how old it is. You can actually see the paper that it was printed on. Kind of has little bubbles on it. And, yeah.
It's set on the paper. It almost looks like it's that sort of stuff they have inside the windows of planes, you know. Some dark stuff that goes around the edge of the thing with little holes in it. Stop. But is it paper or is it actually on the window? I don't know.
Not bubbles.
To stop, what do you got? Condensation.
But if you run your hand over the picture, you can feel the bumps. You know what I mean? It's really interesting.
So they got access to the photographs of these guys and felt it, or was they asked the guy?
Now, I found very interesting, and you probably know about the McMinnville UFO picture that was taken from the Trent family, Mr. Trent.
No.
I'm not 100% remembering every single thing I just read. I chose this photo because I always thought it was real, but it was taken by Paul Trent in McMinnville, Oregon, 1950, and it went all the way to Life magazine. Yeah, but on the way there, it went under a lot of scrutiny, like more than ever, because it's too good to be true. Now, the story goes that he and his wife got home, and he was going into the house, and she saw this metallic object. He saw it too, but he decided to walk into the house anyway. And she goes, "Oh, there's something out there, you know, some calling to him." So he went into his house. There's two stories. He went into the house and grabbed his camera, came out.
Oh, I can't be bothered listening to him. Anyway, we know what the story is. Go and watch my episodes. I break it down properly. Now, isn't this guy that does the stupid Mars rocks thing in the buildings?
In the windshield. the blobby object on the top of the photograph is...
So they're bringing in all the frauds into this big network, guys. So it's only going to get worse and worse as the year progresses. God.
Something strange. It doesn't look like a craft. It doesn't look like anything viable, I don't think. I believe, from looking at it and enhancing it a little bit, I believe that they are just some sort of a splatter on the windshield. Maybe something hit it, a speck of something hit it, and marred the window. And what we're seeing is a pit in the window, or several pits in the window, not actually something outside. So that's my opinion. Thank you very much.
This is why you don't listen to these guys. They haven't got a clue.
In the 60s in Pennsylvania and other events.
Here's the other guy that put a strike on my channel. Scumbag. Now, who we got now?
So, this person claims that his grandfather was a pilot. Pilots...
So, they photograph balloons. Pilots photograph sea balloons all the time. Oh, look at this guy. Get a haircut, mate.
So, what I have in front of me here with these photographs, submitted by Michael Schumett, is very interesting and falls along those lines. His grandfather, Daniel Schumett, was born in 1932, and he's taken some photographs while in a commercial airline of a UFO. Now, this UFO is very interesting. I can't say that anything in the vintage photographs that I have seen is reflective of what we're seeing here. In fact, this reminds me of the more recent sightings of the Jetpack Man, the way that this thing is shaped. My personal favorite vintage photograph, and I know a lot of you are going to disagree with me, is one by Billy Meyer. And
proven to be fake. Oh, God.
One of the reasons for that is because it's the first clear photographic evidence of UFOs that I saw when I was very young, and it's something I've consistently come back to and referred to through my research and my work, just looking at...
This shows what a bad researcher he clearly is then. Or they're just bullshitting.
At it from different angles. But
if you haven't seen my Billy Meyer live shows, right, where I break it all down, there's a guy that did experiments, right? He showed how it was done. Actually making it with one hand and stringing it up with one hand and how you do it. And even had HD cameras and you couldn't even see the wires. So Billy Meyer, he could get away with a lot.
The photograph that we're presented with here, and there are several.
So let's mosey on. It looks like he's touched a static thing. I can't just watch that guy. It keeps reminding me of a Jesus movie. Anyway, I thought UFO Jesus was bad, but this guy just tops him. Okay, let's go back. So are we going to find this Imperial Star Cruise? So we actually debunked this one here. Party balloons. If you want to add a comment to that, you can. I'll post it on the side. Balloons, only balloons. God, these people are ruining ufology. Give us some real stuff. I'm just so frustrated. Alright, so let's carry on to the next bit. And of course we got Dr. Greer nonsense, right? So let's skim through this one. This is the one where they're putting this Imperial cruiser on, is it? Or was it a really old episode that GUFON had? I need to find out.
Cross.
Don't believe a single word this guy says. Back to UFO Jesus, already know that he doesn't know what he's talking about. This guy here, Seller, whatever his name is, doesn't know what he's talking about either. Hey, Frauds, frauds, and more frauds. It almost looks like he's crying there. There's no one. No one. Look at that guy. God. I had so much I'd like to say about these guys. They're just complete tools for what I care. Tools are tools. Still reckon they should call their channel UFO Tools. Because this and just make a comedy. They're good at comedy. Because I see this. Look at that face. You know, how can you not laugh at it? You know, he's trying not to laugh himself. You can see that he's trying not to burst out in laughter. Right? He must end up on the full. Every time he does these things, he must end up on the full laughing at all the gullibles. That's how you just have. You can read his body language there, right? So we didn't find it there, so we're going to have to look for GUFON's one. Have we got it handy on Discord? Audio good, no crackle. Alright, JD's on Discord. Good, good. I didn't hear any myself. I don't normally have time to look at Discord while I'm live, but if I know you're there, it's about time you got yourself a cheap $300 laptop. At least you'll be able to do both things at once. Comment and watch. Always pays to have a look. Extra cheap devices lying around. Yeah, where did I actually post the link to that stupid? I'm sure I did last night. Let me just see if I can find it. I'm just reading a comment from Plex on Discord. Even the name of those Bing ships give away that it's a hoax, you know, Billy Meyer. Bing standard for Billy Edward Albert Meyer. I never even saw that his full name, initials from Bing. Very clever, Plex. That's the first time I've ever heard that. See, we got some clever people out there in our group. Okay, so where is the link to that stupid Imperial cruiser? Let's see if we can find out what year it was. Yeah, so where is it? Countdown to disclosure. That was what they put out yesterday, today, wasn't it? Utter garbage. Yeah. Looks like I don't have it handy. Let's see. I'll take a link here and see if I can find it that way. Get rid of them. Oh, too far. I think I'm going to have to put GUFON on my page here. Regular ones I'm going to have to end up talking about quite a lot. Videos. Let's see, can we add them? Yeah, I didn't expect it's going to take long, but as I said, I'm going to have to do maybe one every day just to catch up. Reload, here we go. It's got 2 in front of the name. I've already got them bookmarked, have I? Won't be surprised. Let's see. Well, he's there now. Move on. Can't see him listed here. He should be up with secure team probably. Up there somewhere. He's Western security now. Now we're going to bookmark. We can always find him. So where's this Imperial Star Cruiser? On this one, I think.
Metal with whatever.
Let's scroll back a bit.
Time and space. We've got a couple of reports here that are still unknown. One is recent, from yesterday, and the other one is from a few years ago. First one I'm gonna play will blow you away. Here we go, right from the beginning.
Okay, so I'm not sure what year number it is. What does it say at the top? No, missed it. Oh, come on, guy, you can skip past that nonsense. Here we go, Imperial Star Cruiser.
Right, roll with it. Let's go. Let's get it on. Get the photos.
Let's
out.
get it on, guys.
Emails just into our
Buckle up.
These photographs. We're looking
at
okay. Right now all together, and this is coming from multiple.
Okay, isn't that the hatch that opens up where Princess Leia's ship gets sucked into? Tractor beam goes up there, and the little catch. Look how out of focus it is.
The internet right now, and it's.
They've added some sort of smudgy cloud effect over top. So you can see that. That's in the right place to be the square bit where the shuttle goes up, right? Let's see. Imperial Cruiser. I've never even bothered with that one because I think people weren't gullible enough to believe this one. But obviously GUFON is. And it hasn't been debunked apparently. This absolutely cobblers. Imperial Cruiser underneath. Let's have a look. So which model is it? That's the question. Not those ones. This one looks like it's got the bit down the middle here. Wasn't it on one of the later Star Wars? It's looking like this one here, isn't it? That one there. Imperial class Star Destroyer. It's got the right shape. We'll just open up several of them, see if we can pattern match it, right? Can we get a full screen? 4K. That's the side view. Looks like it's got some LED lights in the end. Here's the underneath shot. Coming up. Where did it disappear to? Top, bottom. Here we go. It's got the line, a fairly deep line here. Looks like it's got something where possibly the lights would be. Have they scaled it so it's sort of shrunk in a wee bit? So if you scaled it in a wee bit, changed the perspectives of it, I think it would be a close match. It's got that shape at the end here. Let's see, we'll get a screen snap.
Breaking news tomorrow when everybody wakes up.
So could it be because it's angled upwards on a piece of cable, right? And it looks like it's squashed in. Let's have a look. Maybe it's a better image. Let's just keep on going.
We gotta get it out right now. Brent is here. He's loading me the.
Gotta get it out, guys. Oh. Sounds almost like they got a script for a porno movie.
Photos. We're getting close-ups of what looks to be, as the source is describing, an explosion. That TR3
explosion with the sun behind it.
Explosion over Area 51.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Here's the proper shot of it here.
Incredible emails from around the world and major statements from alien abductions too.
In fact, if it was a model, wouldn't you stage it with some lights? That's probably in a studio.
People that have worked at Area 51, let me tell you this.
That looks like a light, doesn't it? Not a sun.
This is compelling. That's why we're going to share this.
Compelling. Here we go. And we've got the far away shot now. Oh, a different angle again. They keep flipping it. Whoever sent this into them, or whether they did it themselves, they must just laughing their heads off. So, GUFON. Fancy putting this garbage up. Still not debunked. That's a crap. Why can't I get rid of that? You're in the way. I want to go there. Alright, might be doing it anyway. Stupid thing, no, not going to do it now. Try it the other way. Here we go, got it. Grab that. Let's see if we can lighten it and see if we can see any features. You can see purposely it's been dimmed down. So what's the guys out there think? Where's all the experts? There isn't none. There's no such thing as experts. So let's bring it into the editor. Let's scale it up a bit. Okay, let's do some color on it and see what pops out. That looks like a down ceiling light there to me. What garbage they still got up on their site, right? This is an insult to intelligence, it must be, surely. They're not got it on Amazon Prime, have they? Brightness, let's see, anything going to happen? Oh look, it gets overexposed, look. Yeah. Which is basically what it was doing on there. And some of these images before. Explosion, no. Just mucking around with the light source. You can see how it bleeds over the image now by doing color swap, right? Which is really interesting because we're not getting any features sort of coming out here. Which kind of makes me think maybe it's all computer generated. It's just got some mess here. Why is it not working now? What are you doing? You stupid thing. That's interesting with the pixels coming up here. Compared to the background, right? There's a lot of color variations here. And the computer's playing up now. Didn't see that before in the image. Very interesting to see the background going on there. Does look like there's something there. There can't. Is that the red light? But there was something in front of it, wasn't it? The little rectangle thing where the shuttle goes in. Unfortunately, it's not going to show it to us. And my editor's playing up. Look. Damn it. Want a fine adjustment. What's happened? We're going to get some details. But it just made it too dark. It doesn't look like it's going to be a proper image. It's got to be CGI. A CGI model of the Imperial cruiser. I don't think brightness will do anything to it. Apart from overexpose. You can see how the color curves is way better. Okay, so where's Imperial cruiser image? That one there. Although we don't want to save it that way. Let's see if it matches this one. I know there's another one where it's got like a light. It's sort of split down the middle, isn't it? So it's sort of got a wee bit down the middle there. Let's see if we can find it. Time's flying already. Okay, what else we got? Here's one here. There's that bit down the middle, so could it be a variation of that one? See, it's got the hole down the middle. Although we can't see it on that one.
This is a triangular craft photographed exploding from Area 51. That's what he said. That is amazing if this is true. It's supposedly true.
So you can see the square bit there. See, there's that bit that seems to be coming down that way.
This.
But to me, that looks like it's tilted upwards. Because you can see the square here looks like it's tilted upwards. So I might need to grab that one. Surely GUFON would say that looks like Star Wars. You know, you'd take, if they were honest, right? Star Wars model. The question is it all CGI or is it actually using a real model? To me, so far, it looks more CGI with the colors being so black, right? Because if you look at the originals, they're all grey. I don't think there's a black one. So what's that one called there? A Quintus class Star Cruiser. Is there another variation of that one? I think there is. Who's the Star Wars fans out there? Yes, so that one got the hole going down there. It's got a Lego version here. It's got the hole going down the middle. What was the hole down the middle for? To shoot out a sort of big laser beam of some kind, or TIE fighters through the front of it. They get bigger and bigger. That one's got hubs on it. And there's that one that's got a line going through it. Who would have thought it would become a Star Wars night? Sure has. I know there's going to be some people screaming watching this episode saying, "Oh, it's this one, I've seen it so many times." Command Destroyer. I've seen another one like this that's got the hull going down. Could be a variation on models, right? It could be CGI because it give you more flexibility to change it to how you like, right? Let's just carry on where we left off. So we got two downloads, so it's causing problem. Yeah. So that's the other one. We'll look at that one in a minute. Okay, here's the model. Let's see what we can do with it. Sort of angle. Probably have to shape it. Let's assume. Let's zoom out a bit. Oh, over there. Zoom out. Let's see if we can get the edge of it raised. It's not perfect. Oh no, it's probably the one behind. Okay. Can we zoom out more? Looks like it's got clipped. Zoom in. What have I done with the side thing? Oop. Right, what did I do? Where's it gone? You have stuffed up poor. How do we get that one back on? Good question. Would have thought it was there. Pixel bridge. Rulers, pixels. Nope. Is it here? What's that one? Oh, here we go. Front one. Okay, we figured that one out. So we want that one. Now we can play around with it a bit more. The angle's not sort of fitting too big now. Means the angle's changed on the Z axis, I think. Let's see, let's make it a wee bit transparent. Layers. Here we go. Oop. It's got clipped off there. Yeah. It's got clipped off in it. I can see how fine adjustment it is. Don't like using that at all. It's way sensitive. Zoom. Out. So to me it looks like it's gone up a wee bit, isn't it? Maybe down up that way. Now it's distorting. How can we get that to be the same? Nah, stupid handles. I have to go that direction to change the angles here, and then longer. Let's just see if we can work this out. Here we go. Squash it down. Getting closer, right? Maybe that Z axis has got to come this way. It's complicated doing 2D or 3D, you know. That's not the one. But I think everybody can see it's going to be Imperial Cruiser, or it's a CGI version of it probably. Gonna come towards us, I think. About there. And it needs to be stretched. The stretching. Yeah, still not quite right, is it? Close. Nice to go.
Oh, yeah.
Now we got a, oh yeah. What's that mean? It means we got a sub, or follow anyway. I just missed it. I don't get to see it on my screen, only on the preview. I'm not sure if I can get it to be 100% match. Like I said, they may have played around with the CGI model and changed these angles to be less steep, or maybe just another model. Anyway, we'll get the other screen. Just close that one down. And maybe have better luck with the other one. This one here. This one's definitely gone upwards to us. Obviously it's got to be the same craft but different angle, right? Still the shallow angles here is the problem. Has it been modified? I think it may have by the looks of that overlay that we're trying to do. Okay. You see, just simply changing the angle to the right perspective, it's gonna fit. It needs to go that direction. I don't think it's the right one. I think it's the one that we got to look for. The little hole goes down the middle. This one is more angular. Anyway, I suppose we should get rid of the outside again. It looks like it's chewed out a few bits here, but it doesn't matter. So we can see the hole here. We know that's the same hole here. That's kind of frustrating. And I might just keep that. Rotate. So it's going to have to... Oh. Can we even rotate it the way we want to? It's going to have to go that way, isn't it? That way. You can see how it's sort of trying to work the other dimension that we can't see because it's lifted upwards. Yeah, it's got to be a different one. The angle at the back's not quite right. Damn it. But you can see here that portal is lining up. Be there. It has to be another one. Another slight variation in the back end of it. Although, if we angled it that way more, which we can't do, just have a look again. Needs to come back this way a wee bit. There's the hole there. Tilted. Nope, I don't think it's the right one. But the square thing here and the light, where that part of the ship is, where it's got that little dome, sort of lines up, right? Yeah, it's got to be another design. Now let's go back to it. What else we got? On a page of images. Because we're only seeing it underneath, we're not seeing it from the top. And it looks like that one there, doesn't it? With the whole... What's that one? Lego. Yeah, what's the name of that one though? What's that say there? Pyre... Can't quite read it. Star class. I think that's the one we were looking at before, was it? First order. Imperial class destroyer. That one's got a thing underneath it, so it can't be those two. That's frustrating. Is that a whole selection of them here? Okay. Some model of some kind. Model DB. What else we got? What's that one there? So that's got a funny triangle bit, so it can't be that one. That one's got holes going through it. Well, spheres going through it. It'd be good to find the one that matches it. It's definitely the Lego one's a close one to it. Could it be a Lego one they're using? Can we see the underneath Lego? Looks like could be something like that one. See more. Goes on and on. think that's angles too much. Yeah. It's a lot more shallow angle. Maybe. Yeah. Not that one. It's got the wrong shape. What's that one? Yeah, that's got the shallow angle. Let's just get that blueprint there. See how that goes over top. Makes me wonder if it's a CGI. I think it might be. From blueprint. Looks like I better wrap up soon. Do another one maybe tomorrow, maybe if I feel good. Carry on. What have I got zoomed? Yeah. Need to scale it down proportional. And make it transparent. Because it's on a slight angle too. Looks to me like it's close, isn't it, to the blueprint? But it looks to me like they've scaled it wider, maybe. Taken it from the blueprint and made it slightly wider. And shorter. Not shorter, but maybe because it's angled upwards. The blueprint is matching up, huh? And then if it angles upwards, let's see. We need to start bending it that direction, was it? That way. Let's just try that. Damn, it's so close. Just can't quite get that three-dimensional of it right. Here we go. That's so damn close. Maybe just slightly too much angle. One's up on that one. And stuff's up again. Yeah. Yep. It's almost on that angle there. Oh, I had it before. Let's stretch it that way. Here's the damn handles. It's made it so big, ridiculous. There we are. Damn, it fits, doesn't it? Eh? If you just get the right angle. Blueprints of the destroyer. What do you reckon? That's the angle. And we're taking it straight from blueprints. Zoom in. Oh yeah, see, let's see. Where's the square bit? Is that where the square bit is? I'm not too sure. What's that? Is that meant to be the square bit? And what's that running around the outside of it? But you can see, yeah, it's an Imperial cruiser. Just once you get the angles right. I'm not sure what the other stuff is drawn on the bottom there. But that's all we had to go with. Star Wars destroyers. Hey, I didn't see you on the side chat there. Are you familiar with Aragaro terrorism? No, I've not heard of it. Is that to do with what we're doing here though? You're not meant to talk politics on a UFO channel. Or Terra Talk anyway. Not exactly a friendly site, is it? What the hell? Anyway, I think I've nailed it. That's a modification of the Imperial Star Cruiser. Now let's try CGI. Okay, we've got CGI. Here we go. What's that one there? It's got the split going down the middle. Looks like it's got the right angles for it. It's got to be that one there, isn't it? Let's have a look again. Looks like it's got the bit going down. So all that's CGI, right? Here we go, look. I need a close-up of those ones. So it's definitely not those angles. That's the first one we looked at. That was too steep. But this one here with the shallow angles is a possibility, and maybe that one there. It's got less angled than that one. That can't be that one. Let's go in the wrong direction. And you can't see the rest of them. Reddit. So I think I've done enough on that. It's fun. Fun debunking it as a CGI model. Add some whispery clouds here to make it look like it's on fire. Some artificial lights.
And you see right there probably the best photograph you'll ever see. And this
Photograph.
yellow ball of light, whatever this thing is.
Oh god.
I think it intercepted the UFO, the triangle, and it exploded. That's what you're seeing here. Couldn't that just be the sun? And it's the way that the, no. See, could that be the sun behind some clouds? And we're just seeing it.
It's Imperial Cruiser. I've just proven it here. Maybe I should save some of this for a thumbnail. It matches up perfect. Yeah. Just save as. Keep a copy of it. Star Wars one. Save, save, save. Button. Go down there.
For a real small portion, and then the clouds break and we see this, and it looks like it explodes. I don't know, but
because it's not a photograph, that's right. It's artificial CGI shit.
They're gonna say some more stuff here, so let's take a listen.
It's TR3B structure.
Because when Third Phase of the Moon, they were pretty big into Star Wars stuff, weren't they? And even did some movie on it themselves. They don't have CGI on their channel.
Friends of John's who have also analyzed the samples, including scientist George Hathaway, who wrote the book Mind Bending. So this guy can literally melt metal with whatever. John Hutchison, the Hutchison effect. Thanks, B. Baker, for the video. Pretty wild stuff. So I'm going to make this look good. Here we go.
Hello there, gang. Requested a video from me to you for your YouTube video.
D. Snyder? I didn't know D. Snyder did the Hutchison effect.
Channel. Okay, well.
So over the past couple weeks, channel over sober. He's got a ton of these metal views back in the day, and then we'll get to him answering some of our questions.
Yeah, that's something else. I'm not sure if I covered it in the past. I'm pretty sure I have, about John Hutchison. And it's funny how the video looks very suspicious on that particular one. He's never been able to reproduce it right. Anyway, garbage. Solved. Imperial Cruiser. Nonsense. Let's see. Let's get rid of that message there. I'm not sure what it's referring to. That's the problem. Yeah. Looks like we've still got a bit to go through again. I was going to do all the tweets, weren't I? What was that one? Yeah, I need to find that video. We'll do it tomorrow. I'm in a good mood. I'll probably do it tomorrow, and if not, the following day, and then we'll get through it all. Anyway, I'll just wrap up for tonight. It's been fun. I always like doing this sort of stuff, you know, re-expose these people as total frauds. Right, so it was a follow from that person that commented. Yeah, looks like it. Yang D-Mick. Looks like it got chopped off there. Oh yeah, so okay, I'll just keep copies of that for fun now. It's amazing what rubbish we have to look at, but anyway. Okay. Let's round up the music. See how we go. Good night, everybody, and thanks for those that join me, and hopefully those that watch it offline. I'll be looking forward to your comments. They'll all be saying it's this type of Imperial cruiser. Too late, she should have been on the side chat on the live stream telling me. But anyway, it's all fun. Yeah, what is the time? 11:30, huh? Time flies. This is playing up. Come on. CPU. Good night all.